Hello, English learners. Welcome back to Daily English Talks. Today, we're going to spend time together talking about one of my favorite topics, food. Because food isn't just something we eat, it's something we share, talk about, describe, and enjoy every single day. If you want to sound natural in English, you need to be able to talk about food confidently. Whether you're at a restaurant, chatting with friends, cooking at home, or traveling abroad. Let's start slowly. Imagine you're sitting at a cafe with a friend. The waiter comes over and says, "What would you like to order?" How do you respond naturally? You could say, "I'd like a coffee, please," or "Can I get a sandwich and a latte?" Practice saying that out loud. "I'd like a coffee, please." "Can I get a sandwich and a latte?" Now let's make it conversational. Your friend might ask, "What are you getting?" You could say, I think I'll get the chicken wrap. What about you?" Try repeating it. "I think I'll get the chicken wrap. What about you?" When talking about food, adjectives are your best friends. They help you describe how something tastes, smells, or looks. For example, we can say a dish is delicious, spicy, sweet, savory, salty, crispy, creamy, or juicy. Practice describing your favorite food now. Think of one meal you love and try to describe it aloud. My favorite food is pizza. It's cheesy, crispy, and full of flavor. Sometimes we talk about how food makes us feel. This soup makes me feel warm and cozy. That dessert makes me happy. In English, connecting feelings with food sounds very natural. Let's practice together. Repeat after me slowly. I love starting my day with something warm. This coffee wakes me up in the morning. A good meal makes everything better. Food conversations often happen in small talk. For example, when you meet someone new, they might ask, "Do you like cooking?" or "What kind of food do you like?" These are great ways to start a friendly chat. You can respond with something simple like, "Yes, I love cooking Italian food," or "I enjoy trying new recipes." Let's imagine a small talk moment. A. Do you cook often? B. Not every day, but I like cooking on weekends. Repeat that exchange slowly and try to change it with your own ideas. Maybe you say, "Yes, I cook every evening," or "I'm not a great cook, but I love eating out." Now think about how you describe meals during the day. In English, we say breakfast, lunch, and dinner. In some countries, people also say supper for the evening meal. You might say, "I usually have cereal for breakfast." "I eat lunch around 1. Dinner is my favorite meal of the day." Practice those sentences. Say them slowly after me. I usually have cereal for breakfast. I eat lunch around 1. Dinner is my favorite meal of the day. When you talk about what you eat, verbs like have, eat, and make are very common. We don't often say take food, we say have food or eat food. For example, I had pasta for lunch. We had a big dinner yesterday. I made soup for my family. Try practicing them aloud. Another way to sound natural is to talk about your preferences. You can say, I like spicy food. I prefer sweet snacks. I don't really like seafood. I can't eat too much sugar. Repeat those examples slowly, and then think about your own preferences. What do you like? What don't you like? Say it in English, even if it's simple. The more you express personal taste, the more real your English sounds. Let's do a quick shadowing practice. Listen and repeat naturally. I love homemade food. I prefer tea to coffee. I don't eat meat. I'm allergic to peanuts. I usually skip breakfast. Now imagine you're traveling and you're trying local dishes. Someone might ask, have you tried this before? You could answer, no, it's my first time. Or, yes, I tried it once before, it's delicious. Practice that mini dialogue. A. Have you tried this before? B. No, it's my first time. Then switch roles and repeat again. Food conversations are also about asking and giving opinions. You might say, it's really tasty, it's a bit too salty, or it could use more spice. You can soften your opinion by adding phrases like, I think, I guess, or for me. For example, I think it's a little too sweet for me. Let's repeat some natural sentences you can use at a restaurant. I think I'll have the pasta. This tastes amazing. Could I get some extra sauce, please? Everything looks so good. At restaurants, polite expressions are essential. Use please and thank you naturally. Can I have the menu, please? Could you bring me some water, please? Thank you so much. Let's imagine a short restaurant scene for practice. Waiter. Are you ready to order? You. Yes, I'd like the grilled fish and a salad, please. Waiter. Anything to drink? You. Just water, thank you. Try repeating that whole exchange with natural pauses. When you finish your meal, you can say, could we get the check, please? Or, can I have the bill, please? Both are common in English. In the US, people usually say check, and in the UK, bill. Let's practice the pronunciation of check and bill. Check, bill. Sometimes we also describe how often we eat out or cook at home. You can say, I eat out once a week. I usually cook at home. We order takeout on weekends. I love trying new restaurants. Now you try. Say it aloud slowly. I usually cook at home. We order takeout on weekends. Let's talk about favorite cuisines. In English, you can say, I love Italian food. My favorite cuisine is Thai. I'm a big fan of Japanese food. Practice by completing this sentence. I love eating food. You can also describe flavor and texture more deeply. The soup is creamy. The bread is soft and warm. The salad is fresh and crunchy. The chicken is tender and juicy. Try repeating each phrase aloud, imagining the food as you say it. This helps your brain connect language with experience. Now, let's practice talking about breakfast. I usually have eggs and toast for breakfast. Sometimes I skip breakfast if I'm in a hurry. I love pancakes with syrup on weekends. I drink orange juice every morning. Repeat those lines one by one. Focus on the rhythm. Talking about lunch, we can say, I usually have lunch at work. Lunch is quick, maybe a sandwich and coffee. I sometimes eat with my colleagues. For dinner, try these. We usually have dinner around 8. Dinner is the time I relax with my family. I love cooking something simple but tasty at night. Let's do a little role play together. Imagine you're describing your meals to a new friend in English. Friend, what do you usually eat for breakfast? You. I usually have toast and eggs. Friend, do you cook dinner every night? You. Not every night, but I like cooking when I have time. Practice this exchange slowly. Then switch roles and say it again. In English, we often ask people for recommendations about food. What's good here? What do you recommend? What's your favorite dish? Those questions help you sound friendly and curious. Let's repeat. What's good here? What do you recommend? What's your favorite dish? If you want to compliment someone's cooking, say things like, "This is delicious," "You're a great cook," "I love this flavor," or "This tastes amazing." Practice those out loud. I love this flavor. You're a great cook. This tastes amazing. Sometimes we talk about healthy or unhealthy food choices. I'm trying to eat healthier. I avoid junk food. I like eating fresh fruits and vegetables. I drink a lot of water. Repeat those examples slowly. Now try saying your own version. I'm trying to eat more vegetables these days. I don't eat much fast food. Food vocabulary grows when you pay attention to categories: fruits, vegetables, grains, dairy, meats, sweets, and drinks. So, practice naming them. Apples, bananas, oranges, carrots, tomatoes, cucumbers, rice, bread, pasta, milk, cheese, yogurt, chicken, fish, beef, cake, ice cream, chocolate, tea, coffee, juice, water. Try repeating each group with me slowly. Talking about cooking is also fun in English. You can say, I like baking cakes. I enjoy trying new recipes. I'm learning to cook. I made pasta yesterday. Let's shadow those lines together. I like baking cakes. I enjoy trying new recipes. I'm learning to cook. I made pasta yesterday. Sometimes we use cooking verbs like boil, fry, bake, grill, and roast. Boil means to cook in hot water. I boiled some eggs. Fry means to cook in oil. I fried some vegetables. Bake means to cook in an oven. I baked a cake. Grill means to cook over heat or flame. We grilled chicken last night. Roast means to cook slowly in an oven with oil. I roasted some potatoes. Repeat those one by one and think of one example with your favorite dish. Now, imagine describing your favorite food in full sentences. My favorite food is homemade pasta. It's soft, flavorful, and comforting. I like to cook it with tomatoes and cheese. Try creating your own version aloud. When we share food experiences, it makes conversation warmer. You can say, I went to a new restaurant last night. The food was amazing. The service was great. The dessert was my favorite part. Let's practice with emotion and rhythm. The food was amazing. The dessert was my favorite part. We also sometimes express surprise about food. Wow, this tastes so good. I didn't expect it to be so spicy. That was better than I thought. Practice these with natural tone. Food brings people together. That's why learning to talk about it naturally in English helps you connect with others easily. Now take a short moment to think about your favorite meal of the week. Maybe it's breakfast on Sunday or dinner with friends on Friday. Describe it in your head or say it aloud. Talk about what you eat, where you eat, and how it makes you feel. Repeat this pattern slowly. On Fridays, I eat dinner with my friends. We usually go out for pizza. It's fun, and the food is always delicious. Before we move to the next section, let's have one short practice exercise. I'll say a short phrase, and you respond with your own answer. What do you usually eat for breakfast? Your turn. Answer aloud. What's your favorite snack? Your turn. Answer aloud. Do you prefer tea or coffee? Your turn. Answer aloud. Do you like spicy food? Your turn. Answer aloud. Good job. Speaking about food in English is not only about vocabulary. It's about rhythm, emotion, and sharing your experience. When you talk about food with joy, your English feels alive. Let's take a gentle breath together, smile, and continue our English food conversation journey in the next segment. When we talk about food, we often talk about our routines, the small habits that make each day feel familiar and comfortable. For example, maybe every morning you start with a cup of tea, or maybe you can't begin your day without coffee. In English, we express these habits with simple present tense. I always drink coffee in the morning. I usually have toast for breakfast. I sometimes skip breakfast if I wake up late. Try saying those sentences slowly with me. Feel the rhythm of each phrase. I always drink coffee in the morning. I usually have toast for breakfast. I sometimes skip breakfast if I wake up late. We can also use adverbs like always, usually, sometimes, often, rarely, and never to describe how often we eat certain foods. I often eat vegetables. I rarely eat fast food. I never drink soda. Let's practice them together. I often eat vegetables. I rarely eat fast food. I never drink soda. These words make your speech sound more natural and complete. Food can also reflect your personality or lifestyle. Some people like trying new dishes all the time, while others prefer simple home-cooked meals. You can say, I love trying new foods. I'm a bit picky when it comes to food. I prefer eating at home. Or, I like dining out with friends. Practice saying these softly, imagining you're in a real conversation. Now, let's practice expressing opinions politely about food. In English, we often use softeners like I think, I feel, maybe, a bit, kind of. Instead of saying, this is bad, you could say, I think it's a bit too salty. Instead of, I don't like it, you could say, it's not really my taste. Repeat these examples. I think it's a bit too salty. It's not really my taste. Maybe it's a little too sweet. It's kind of spicy for me. These expressions help you sound kind, polite, and natural when talking about food, especially when you're at someone's house or trying a dish that a friend made. If you want to compliment them, say, "This is so good," or "You're a great cook," or "I love this flavor." Now, let's imagine a friendly dinner conversation. A. How's the food? B. It's delicious. I really like the sauce. A. I'm glad you like it. B. You're such a good cook. Try repeating this little dialogue naturally, as if you're really talking to someone. Sometimes, when we travel, food becomes part of the adventure. You might say, I tried sushi for the first time in Japan. I ate street food in Thailand. I tasted fresh croissants in Paris. I had spicy curry in India. Repeat these slowly and imagine the smells and tastes as you speak. I tried sushi for the first time in Japan. I ate street food in Thailand. I tasted fresh croissants in Paris. I had spicy curry in India. Food memories are powerful. Try describing one of your favorite food memories aloud. Maybe it's a family dinner or a meal you had with friends on a special day. Say it softly in English. I'll never forget that meal. It was simple, but it made me happy. Talking about food in English also includes discussing where we eat. For example, at a restaurant, a cafe, a food truck, or at home, you can say, "We went to a nice restaurant yesterday." "I love relaxing in a quiet cafe." "There's a new food truck near my office." "I had dinner at home with my family." Practice those with me now. When you go to restaurants, you can use polite requests naturally. Could I see the menu, please? Can I have some water, please? May I have a table for two? These polite forms sound soft and respectful. Repeat after me slowly. Could I see the menu, please? Can I have some water, please? May I have a table for two? Sometimes we talk about the service or the atmosphere. The restaurant was cozy. The service was excellent. It was too noisy. The food came quickly. These help you sound fluent when giving feedback or sharing your experience. Try repeating those now with natural tone. We also talk about portion sizes. The portions were huge. It was a small plate, but very filling. We shared the dessert. Practice each line naturally, pausing at the commas. Now let's practice one more simple restaurant dialogue together. Waiter. Are you ready to order? You. Yes, I'll have the chicken curry, please. Waiter. Would you like it spicy? You. Just a little spicy, please. Waiter. Anything to drink? You. A glass of water, please. Now repeat the whole dialogue with me slowly. Imagine you're really sitting there. You can use similar sentences when ordering takeout. I'd like to order a pizza. Can I get it delivered? How long will it take? Can I pay by card? Practice them in your natural rhythm. Let's talk a bit about food preferences around the world. Some people are vegetarian, some are vegan, and some eat everything. You can say, I'm vegetarian. I don't eat meat. I'm vegan. I eat everything. Repeat these slowly and clearly. If you have allergies or restrictions, you can say, I'm allergic to peanuts. I can't eat dairy. I don't eat gluten. I'm lactose intolerant. These phrases are very useful when you travel or order food abroad. Practice shadowing these one by one. I'm allergic to peanuts. I can't eat dairy. I don't eat gluten. I'm lactose intolerant. Food also connects to our emotions. You might say, I eat chocolate when I'm sad. Soup makes me feel warm. Ice cream makes me happy. I love comfort food. Let's repeat softly together. Now let's imagine a cozy conversation between friends about comfort food. Friend A. What's your comfort food? Friend B. Definitely noodles. They remind me of home. Friend A. I love that. I always eat chocolate when I'm stressed. Repeat it in a natural tone, letting each pause feel gentle and real. We also use many expressions with food in English, idioms and phrases that make language more colorful. For example, it's not my cup of tea means it's not something I like. Piece of cake means something very easy. Spill the beans means reveal a secret. Butter someone up means to flatter someone. Let's practice them together. It's not my cup of tea. This test was a piece of cake. Don't spill the beans. He's just buttering her up. Try making your own short sentences. Watching horror movies is not my cup of tea. Cooking pasta is a piece of cake. She spilled the beans about the surprise party. He buttered up the boss to get a promotion. These idioms are fun and very common in everyday English, even when people aren't literally talking about food. Now, let's go back to real food again and practice how to express likes and dislikes naturally. You can say, I love sushi. I really like spicy food. I don't like raw onions. I hate bitter flavors. But in English, we often avoid using hate unless it's really strong. It sounds softer to say, I don't really like, or I'm not a big fan of. For example, I'm not a big fan of seafood. I don't really like very spicy food. Repeat these slowly after me. I'm not a big fan of seafood. I don't really like very spicy food. When someone asks your opinion, you can also say, it's okay. It's pretty good. It's not bad. These are very natural, neutral expressions. Try practicing them now with emotion. It's okay. It's pretty good. It's not bad. Now, let's imagine you're at a cafe with a friend. Friend, how's your drink? You, it's pretty good. A bit sweet though. Friend, mine's perfect. You should try it. You, sure, just a sip. Repeat that entire exchange, feeling the rhythm of each short sentence. When you practice food conversations, it's helpful to use body language and facial expressions too, even when you're alone. Smile when you say something delicious. Wrinkle your nose when you describe something sour or bitter. This connection helps your English sound natural. Now let's talk about describing flavors in more detail. Sweet, salty, sour, bitter, spicy, and savory are the 6 main taste words. But we also say things like rich, fresh, light, greasy, flavorful, tangy, zesty, and smoky. Try repeating a few flavor combinations after me. This cake is rich and sweet. The soup is light and flavorful. The fries are salty and crispy. The sauce is spicy and tangy. You can mix and match these words to describe almost any dish in English. Practice creating your own combinations now. Let's do a quick spoken exercise. I'll say a dish, and you describe it using 2 adjectives aloud. Pizza. Pause. Maybe you say, it's cheesy and crispy. Ice cream. Pause. You might say, it's cold and sweet. Soup. Pause. It's warm and comforting. Salad. Pause. It's fresh and healthy. Good. Speaking aloud helps your tongue remember English rhythm. Let's also practice talking about cooking steps in English. We often use verbs like chop, mix, stir, pour, slice, add, boil, bake, and serve. Try saying this slow cooking rhythm aloud with me. Chop the onions, add the garlic, stir the sauce, pour it over the pasta and serve it hot. Now let's describe your own imaginary recipe. First, I chop some tomatoes, then I add olive oil and salt. I mix everything and bake it for 20 minutes. Repeat your own version with your favorite ingredients. You can even record yourself saying it and listen later to hear your pronunciation. Talking about food also helps with grammar practice, especially countable and uncountable nouns. For example, we say an apple, a sandwich, a banana, but some rice, some water, some bread. We don't say a bread or a rice. Let's practice together. Countable. I ate an apple. I bought a sandwich. There's a banana on the table. Uncountable. I need some water. We made some rice. I had some bread with butter. Repeat them naturally. When ordering food, you can use some and a few naturally. Can I have some fries? Could I get a few cookies? Now, let's practice polite offers and responses about food. A. Would you like some tea? B. Yes, please, just a little. A. Would you like some more? B. No, thank you, I'm full. Repeat this with your own tone. Notice how soft and polite it sounds. Food conversations also include compliments. When you enjoy something, say it naturally. This tastes amazing. You made this? It's so good. I love it. These simple phrases always make the person who cooked feel happy. And when you're the one who cooked and someone compliments you, you can reply with gratitude. Thank you, I'm glad you like it. That means a lot. It's my favorite recipe. Practice these softly, one by one. Let's finish this part with one longer speaking exercise. Imagine you're telling a friend about your weekend meal. Say it slowly in English. On Saturday, I went out with my friends. We tried a new restaurant downtown. I ordered grilled salmon with vegetables. It was delicious, light, fresh, and perfectly cooked. We shared a chocolate dessert after, and it was so good that we couldn't stop smiling. Now, take a deep breath. Imagine the scene and repeat it once more naturally, as if you're telling your story with feeling. Food gives us so many beautiful chances to speak English with emotion, connection, and joy. And that's why we're practicing it slowly, step by step. Take a sip of water, relax your shoulders, and get ready to keep practicing more real-life food conversations in the next section. Food isn't just about eating. It's about sharing moments, celebrating together, and creating memories that stay with us for a lifetime. When you talk about food in English, you're not only describing what's on your plate, you're telling a small story about your day, your culture, and your life. So, let's keep building those stories step by step with slow and natural English. Let's imagine you're describing your favorite restaurant to a friend. You could say, "There's this small restaurant near my house. The food is always fresh and the staff are very friendly. I love their pasta. It's creamy and rich. The place feels cozy and they play soft music. Try repeating that slowly after me, one sentence at a time. There's this small restaurant near my house. The food is always fresh and the staff are very friendly. I love their pasta. It's creamy and rich. The place feels cozy and they play soft music. When you describe a restaurant, you can talk about the taste, atmosphere, and service. For example, the food tastes amazing. The atmosphere is calm and relaxing. The service is fast and polite. Practice saying these out loud with a smile, because in English, a friendly tone makes every sentence sound more natural. Now let's imagine you're recommending a place to a friend. You might say, "You should try this new cafe downtown." Or, "There's a great burger place near my office." Or, "They make the best coffee in town." Try repeating each phrase slowly and clearly, as if you were giving real advice to someone you know. Sometimes we also talk about bad experiences with food, and that's okay too. You might say, "The food was cold," "The soup was too salty," "The service was slow," "It was too crowded." These phrases are useful when you want to describe something honestly but politely. Let's practice. The food was cold. The soup was too salty. The service was slow. It was too crowded. Now, let's do a mini conversation practice. Friend, did you like the restaurant? You. It was okay, but the food was a bit cold. Friend. Oh no, that's disappointing. You. Yeah, but the dessert was really good. Repeat this exchange softly, focusing on rhythm and emotion. Let's talk a little about street food. Street food is popular everywhere in the world, and it's always full of life and flavor. You can say, "I love eating street food when I travel." It's cheap, quick, and delicious. The smell makes me hungry right away. My favorite street food is grilled corn. Try repeating these slowly with your own favorite dish in mind. Sometimes food brings people together from different backgrounds. Imagine you're at an international dinner where everyone brings a dish from their country. You could say, "I brought homemade dumplings." She made Spanish paella. He prepared Indian curry. We all shared our dishes and had a great time. Repeat those lines one by one with me. Let's practice some questions you can ask when you're curious about someone else's food. What is this called? How do you make it? Is it spicy? What's in it? Can I try some? These questions are very common and help you connect with people easily. Practice them now. What is this called? How do you make it? Is it spicy? What's in it? Can I try some? You can respond politely when someone asks about your dish too. It's called lasagna. It's made with pasta, cheese, and tomato sauce. Or, "It's a traditional soup from my hometown. It has chicken, rice, and vegetables." Try creating your own version with your favorite recipe. Let's do a short role-play practice. A. What's that you're eating? B. It's called biryani. It's rice with spices and meat. A. It smells so good. Is it spicy? B. A little bit, but not too much. Repeat that whole scene slowly, letting each pause feel natural. Now, let's move into talking about food habits, what we do every day. In English, we use words like usually, always, sometimes, and rarely to describe our eating routines. For example, I usually have coffee after lunch. I always eat dinner with my family. I sometimes snack late at night. I rarely eat dessert. Try repeating them now. I usually have coffee after lunch. I always eat dinner with my family. I sometimes snack late at night. I rarely eat dessert. And here's a little tip. When talking about food in casual English, contractions sound more natural. Instead of I am, we say I'm. Instead of I do not, we say I don't. So, I am hungry becomes I'm hungry. I do not like spicy food becomes I don't like spicy food. I am cooking dinner becomes I'm cooking dinner. Let's practice that rhythm together. I'm hungry. I don't like spicy food. I'm cooking dinner. Say them slowly and naturally. Feel the smooth flow between words. Talking about being hungry is very common in daily English. You can say, I'm hungry. I'm starving. I could eat anything right now. I'm craving something sweet. I'm full. I'm stuffed. Try repeating these with your own feeling right now. Are you hungry or full? Say it naturally. We also use the phrase, I feel like, to express what we want to eat. I feel like pizza tonight. I feel like having something spicy. I feel like ice cream. I don't feel like cooking today. Let's repeat these softly together. I feel like pizza tonight. I feel like having something spicy. I feel like ice cream. I don't feel like cooking today. This small phrase, I feel like, is one of the most natural ways to talk about cravings in English. Now let's talk about invitations around food. How to invite someone politely. You can say, would you like to have dinner with me? Let's grab lunch sometime. Do you want to go for coffee? We should go out for dinner this weekend. Repeat those one by one and imagine inviting a friend. Would you like to have dinner with me? Let's grab lunch sometime. Do you want to go for coffee? We should go out for dinner this weekend. If someone invites you can respond warmly. Sure, that sounds great. I'd love to. Maybe another time. Thanks, but I already have plans. Let's practice both sides of a conversation. Do you want to grab lunch tomorrow? B. Sure, that sounds great. A. Let's try that new sandwich place. B. perfect. I've heard the food is really good there. Repeat that exchange naturally with pauses and emotion. Food is often the easiest topic to start a conversation with someone new. It's friendly, relatable, and safe. That's why small talk about food is so common in English. For example, in the office you might hear, "Did you bring lunch today?" "What are you eating?" "That smells good." "I love your sandwich. Where did you get it?" Try repeating these naturally and casually as if you were chatting with a coworker, and you can respond with simple, friendly sentences. "Yeah, I made it this morning." "It's pasta from yesterday." "It's just leftovers." "I got it from the cafe downstairs." Now let's combine those into a mini practice conversation. A. "That smells amazing. What are you eating?" B. "It's chicken curry. I made it last night." A. "Wow, it looks so good." B. "Yeah, it's my favorite." Repeat that entire dialogue softly and naturally. When you talk about food, you also share your culture. And learning food-related words helps you connect more deeply with people from different countries. For example, when someone from another country tells you about their traditional dishes, you can say, "That sounds delicious. I'd love to try that. What's it made of?" Practice those sentences now. "That sounds delicious. I'd love to try that. What's it made of?" You can also ask about ingredients to learn new words. For example, does it have meat? Is it vegetarian? Does it contain nuts? Is it spicy? Is it sweet? These questions are not only useful in restaurants, but also when you're cooking with friends or talking about food online. Let's do a short vocabulary warm-up. I'll say a category, and you name a few examples in your mind or aloud. Fruits. Pause. Maybe you say apples, bananas, oranges, vegetables. Pause. Carrots, onions, tomatoes, desserts. Pause. Cake, ice cream, pudding, drinks. Pause. Tea, coffee, juice, milk. Snacks. Pause. Chips, cookies, popcorn. Practicing categories like this helps your brain organize vocabulary better and speak more fluently. Now, let's talk about how we feel after eating. You can say, "I'm full." "I ate too much." "That was satisfying." "I feel sleepy after lunch." "I'm still hungry." "I need something sweet." Repeat them now, slowly and with emotion. "I'm full." "I ate too much." "That was satisfying." "I feel sleepy after lunch." "I'm still hungry." "I need something sweet." When we talk about food, it's also fun to describe smells. It smells good. It smells amazing. It smells spicy. It smells fresh. It smells like garlic. Try repeating these with imagination. Picture the food as you speak. You can also describe temperature. The soup is hot. The ice cream is cold. The coffee is warm. The salad is chilled. Repeat those naturally, one by one. Sometimes, when something tastes really good, we exaggerate in English. We say, "This is to die for," or "It's out of this world," or "It's the best thing I've ever had." Repeat those fun phrases now. This is to die for. It's out of this world. It's the best thing I've ever had. Talking about food can be emotional, poetic, or funny. And when you practice saying it out loud, your English becomes alive with expression. Let's finish this part with a soft reflection practice. Close your eyes for a moment and imagine your favorite meal. Picture the colors, the smell, the taste. Now describe it softly in English, even if you speak slowly. You might say, "My favorite meal is dinner with my family. We sit together, talk, and laugh. The food doesn't have to be fancy. It's simple but made with love." Repeat that or make your own version. Let your English flow from your feelings. Food connects us to our memories, our culture, and the people we love. When we talk about food, we're really talking about comfort, celebration, and the feeling of home. Think about your favorite meal from childhood, maybe something your parents or grandparents made. When you describe it, your voice softens, your eyes light up, and that's exactly the feeling you want to bring into your English speaking. Let's practice describing those warm food memories. When I was little, my grandmother used to make soup every Sunday. The smell of it filled the whole house. It tasted simple, but full of love. Every time I eat soup now, it reminds me of home. Repeat those lines slowly after me, letting each word carry emotion. Now imagine describing food traditions from your country. You could say, "In my country, we eat rice with almost every meal. We often cook together during festivals. There's a special dish we make for celebrations." Food is how we show love to our family. Try repeating these sentences and think of your own version in your mind. Food vocabulary often includes cultural and emotional words. For example, home-cooked, traditional, comfort food, local dish, specialty, recipe, and flavor. You can say, "I love home-cooked meals. This is a traditional dish from my hometown. My mom's cooking is the best comfort food. The restaurant's specialty is seafood." Let's shadow them together slowly. I love home-cooked meals. This is a traditional dish from my hometown. My mom's cooking is the best comfort food. The restaurant's specialty is seafood. You can also talk about cooking as an activity you enjoy or want to learn. For example, "I enjoy cooking in my free time." Cooking helps me relax. I'm not a professional cook, but I love experimenting. I follow recipes I find online. Try repeating these one by one with natural emotion. I enjoy cooking in my free time. Cooking helps me relax. I'm not a professional cook, but I love experimenting. I follow recipes I find online. Sometimes you can talk about the process of learning how to cook. At first, I didn't know how to cook at all. I started by watching videos. Now, I can make simple meals by myself. It's so satisfying to cook your own food. Repeat these softly and let the meaning sink in. Food also teaches patience. Waiting for bread to rise, water to boil, or something to bake slowly in the oven. These small moments are peaceful, and describing them in English helps you practice calm, thoughtful speech. I waited for the bread to bake. The kitchen smelled amazing. When it was done, I felt proud. Let's imagine a gentle conversation between two friends who love cooking. A. Do you like cooking? B. Yes, it's one of my favorite hobbies. A. What's your favorite thing to make? B. I love baking cookies. The smell makes me happy. Now repeat this exchange in your own calm tone. You can also practice talking about food experiments that didn't go perfectly. I tried a new recipe, but it didn't turn out well. It was too salty. I forgot to add sugar. Next time, I'll do better. Practice those lines softly, because even mistakes in the kitchen can become funny stories when you tell them in English. Let's talk about grocery shopping, another part of daily life connected to food. You can say, I go grocery shopping once a week. I always make a list before I go. I like choosing fresh fruits and vegetables. Sometimes I buy snacks even when I don't need them. Repeat these sentences slowly with a little smile, because they sound natural and true for most people. At the store, you can ask questions like, where can I find the bread? How much is this? Do you have any fresh apples? Can I pay by card? Is there a discount on this item? These are practical phrases that help you in real life and improve your speaking confidence. Let's repeat them together. Where can I find the bread? How much is this? Do you have any fresh apples? Can I pay by card? Is there a discount on this item? When you talk about grocery shopping in conversation, you can say, I bought some fruits and snacks today. The supermarket was crowded. I couldn't find what I needed. I spent too much money. Try saying these sentences softly and naturally. You can also talk about markets and local stores. I like buying vegetables from the local market. The people there are friendly. The fruits are always fresh. It's cheaper than the supermarket. Repeat these with gentle pauses. I like buying vegetables from the local market. The people there are friendly. The fruits are always fresh. It's cheaper than the supermarket. Let's do a little grocery store dialogue. Shopkeeper. Can I help you? You. Yes, where can I find the milk? Shopkeeper. It's in the back, next to the eggs. You. Thank you. And how much are the apples? Shopkeeper. They're $2 a pound. You. I'll take some, please. Now repeat this short exchange with natural pacing. Let's talk about kitchen vocabulary. Common items we use while cooking or eating. Spoon, fork, knife, plate, bowl, pan, pot, oven, stove, fridge, and cutting board. You can practice saying sentences like, I put the soup in a bowl. I used a spoon to taste it. I cut the vegetables on the board. I cooked it on the stove. I put the leftovers in the fridge. Repeat them slowly after me. Describing your kitchen or dining experience is also good practice. My kitchen is small but cozy. I like cooking while listening to music. We usually eat at the dining table together. Sometimes I eat in front of the TV. Try repeating these with your own memories in mind. Now, let's practice describing meal times in more detail. In the morning, I like something light, like fruit or toast. For lunch, I usually eat rice and vegetables. Dinner is when I eat more, maybe chicken or pasta. Say them again softly, imagining your real meals. Talking about snacks is always fun too. You can say, I love snacking while watching movies. My favorite snack is popcorn. Sometimes I eat chips even when I'm not hungry. I try not to eat too many sweets. Repeat these lines naturally. They sound just like everyday English conversation. Let's do a little snack time dialogue together. Friend, do you want some chips? You, sure, just a few. Friend, do you want something to drink? You, water's fine, thanks. Practice this dialogue with clear pauses. Now let's talk about drinks. In English, we say beverages for all kinds of drinks. Water, juice, tea, coffee, milk, soda, and smoothies. You can say, I drink a lot of water. I love cold juice on hot days. Tea helps me relax. I need coffee in the morning. Repeat them softly and clearly. I drink a lot of water. I love cold juice on hot days. Tea helps me relax. I need coffee in the morning. Let's imagine you're ordering drinks at a cafe. Barista, what would you like to drink? You, can I get an iced latte, please? Barista, would you like sugar or syrup? You, no sugar, please, just milk. Now you repeat this short cafe scene naturally. We also use many expressions with drink vocabulary. I'm thirsty. I need something to drink. Let's grab a coffee. Cheers. When you're toasting with someone, repeat these slowly after me. I'm thirsty. I need something to drink. Let's grab a coffee. Cheers. You can also talk about your daily habits with drinks. I drink green tea every morning. I try to avoid soda. I like lemon water. I always have a cup of coffee after lunch. Repeat them and think about your real daily drink habits. Now, let's describe dessert, everyone's favorite part of a meal. I love eating dessert after dinner. My favorite dessert is chocolate cake. Ice cream is perfect on a hot day. Sometimes I bake cookies at home. Try repeating these lines and add your favorite dessert. Let's do one more short practice dialogue about dessert. Do you want dessert? B. Yes, please. What do you have? A. We have ice cream, cake, and pudding. B. I'll have the cake, please. Repeat it slowly. Now, let's practice describing how food makes you feel. This helps your English sound expressive. This meal makes me happy. It reminds me of my family. I feel relaxed after eating. It's the perfect comfort food. Repeat these softly after me and connect to the emotion. Talking about food is also a chance to show appreciation. You can say, "Thank you for the meal. That was delicious. I really enjoyed it. Everything was perfect." Try repeating those with a genuine smile in your voice. In daily life, we also talk about eating habits and routines connected to health. I'm trying to eat more vegetables. I drink a lot of water every day. I avoid fried food. I'm cutting down on sugar. Let's practice them slowly. I'm trying to eat more vegetables. I drink a lot of water every day. I avoid fried food. I'm cutting down on sugar. Now imagine a short, friendly chat about healthy eating. Friend, do you eat healthy food? You, I try to, but sometimes I eat fast food. Friend, same here. I love burgers too much. You, exactly. Balance is important. Repeat this with natural rhythm and gentle pauses. Food connects us to so many moments, from early mornings with a cup of tea, to long dinners filled with laughter, to late-night snacks while watching movies. Each one can become a moment of English practice if you describe it aloud, slowly and naturally. Try it right now. Think about what you ate today and describe it softly in English. For breakfast, I had eggs and toast. For lunch, I ate noodles. For dinner, I'll probably make soup. Say it slowly, one sentence at a time, imagining the colors and smells. Food is such a beautiful part of daily life, and when you can talk about it easily, you can start conversations anywhere, in cafes, restaurants, or even with new friends online. Take a slow, deep breath. Feel calm and confident, and get ready to move into the next part, where we'll explore even more food-related expressions, emotions, and real-life practice, step by step, together. Food brings people together in so many different ways. We eat when we celebrate, when we relax, and even when we need comfort. Food has its own language, and learning to talk about it in English helps you connect with anyone, anywhere in the world. Let's begin this part by imagining a friendly dinner conversation. You're sitting at a restaurant with a friend and the waiter just brought your food. You say, "Wow, this looks amazing." Your friend smiles and says, "It does. I can't wait to try it. You take a bite and say, Mmm, it's so good. The sauce is rich and creamy. Then your friend says, let me try a little. You smile and reply, of course, go ahead. This kind of natural conversation is full of short, simple sentences, and that's exactly how fluent speakers talk about food. Try repeating it slowly with me now. Wow, this looks amazing. I can't wait to try it. The sauce is rich and creamy. Of course, go ahead. Let's also practice common expressions you can use when eating with others. This is delicious. It tastes amazing. I love this. You have to try this. It's so flavorful. This is my favorite dish. Repeat each sentence softly and clearly, feeling the emotion behind the words. When you eat with friends, you often share food or ask for opinions. Here's another short conversation you can practice. A. How's your pasta? B. It's really good. A bit spicy, but I like it. A. Do you want to try my dish? B. Sure, just a bite. Repeat this small dialogue slowly, like you're acting it out. These natural rhythms help your English sound warm and real. Sometimes we also talk about eating habits. Some people eat 3 meals a day. Others prefer small snacks throughout the day. You can say, I eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I prefer eating smaller meals. I snack a lot. I skip breakfast sometimes. Repeat them now softly and slowly. I eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I prefer eating smaller meals. I snack a lot. I skip breakfast sometimes. Let's talk about eating out versus eating at home. You can say, I like eating out with my friends. I enjoy cooking at home. Eating at home is healthier. Eating out is more convenient. Repeat those naturally with pauses. I like eating out with my friends. I enjoy cooking at home. Eating at home is healthier. Eating out is more convenient. Now, imagine you're talking about your weekend. You might say, I went out for dinner last night. We tried a new restaurant. The food was amazing. I had sushi for the first time. It was fresh and delicious. Repeat those sentences as if you're telling a story to a friend. Talking about food is also a wonderful way to practice storytelling in English. For example, you can describe your experience like this. Last weekend, I went to a cafe with my friends. I ordered a sandwich and coffee. The bread was warm and the coffee was strong. We sat there for hours just talking and laughing. Repeat this paragraph slowly, imagining yourself in that cozy cafe. You can also practice describing what you like about certain foods. I like pasta because it's simple and filling. I love ice cream because it reminds me of summer. I enjoy soup because it's warm and comforting. I prefer fruit because it's healthy and fresh. Now, try creating your own version aloud. Talk about what you love to eat and why. In English, we also use a lot of expressions that include food. They make your speech sound more natural and fun. Let's practice a few. Have a lot on your plate means to be very busy. For example, I can't go out tonight. I have a lot on my plate. Spill the beans means to tell a secret. She spilled the beans about the surprise party. Piece of cake means something is very easy. The exam was a piece of cake. Sweet tooth means you love sweet things. I have a sweet tooth. I can't resist chocolate. Let's repeat them together softly. I have a lot on my plate. She spilled the beans. The exam was a piece of cake. I have a sweet tooth. Try making your own sentences using these idioms aloud. Now, let's move into describing flavors again, because learning to use adjectives helps your English sound vivid and full of life. Here are some common taste words to remember and use often: sweet, sour, salty, bitter, spicy, mild, creamy, crispy, crunchy, juicy, tender, and chewy. Let's use them in short, natural sentences together. The cake is sweet. The lemon is sour. The soup is salty. The chocolate is bitter. The curry is spicy. The rice is mild. The pasta is creamy. The fries are crispy. The salad is crunchy. The fruit is juicy. The chicken is tender. The candy is chewy. Now try describing your own favorite dish using 2 or 3 adjectives. The pizza is cheesy and crispy. The soup is warm and comforting. The dessert is sweet and creamy. Let's talk about food from around the world. You can say, I love trying international food. I've tried Italian, Chinese, and Mexican dishes. Every culture has its own flavors and traditions. Food helps me understand other cultures better. Repeat those lines softly and clearly. When you talk about food experiences, don't rush. Let your sentences breathe. This helps your voice sound calm and natural. Let's imagine another simple scene. You're traveling abroad and want to try something new. Waiter: have you tried this dish before? You: no, it's my first time. Waiter: would you like it spicy? You: just a little, please. Waiter: okay, I'll make it mild. You: thank you so much. Repeat that dialogue naturally. It's a useful one when you're ordering food in a new place. We also talk about food preferences when making plans with friends. You can say, let's eat somewhere new today. I feel like pizza. I don't feel like cooking. Let's order something. What do you want to eat? Try saying them softly now, imagining a casual conversation with a friend, and then you can practice responses too. Anything is fine with me. I'm okay with whatever you want. Let's get sushi. I'm craving burgers. Practice them together now with rhythm and tone. Talking about food is also a chance to express gratitude and joy. When someone cooks for you, say, "Thank you for the meal. It was delicious. I really enjoyed it. Everything was perfect." And when you're the one cooking, you can say, "I'm so glad you liked it. It makes me happy when people enjoy my food." Now repeat those lines softly, imagining yourself in a real moment of sharing. Food can even show your mood or energy. You might say, "I'm too tired to cook. I need something quick. I'm in the mood for something sweet. I want something light." Repeat these softly. "I'm too tired to cook. I need something quick. I'm in the mood for something sweet. I want something light." Now, let's describe feelings after eating. A great practice for fluency. I feel full. That was satisfying. I ate too much. I feel sleepy after eating. That meal made my day. Try saying them aloud slowly, adding emotion to your voice. Let's take a moment to practice pronunciation. Focus on how each word feels when you say it. Delicious, flavor, hungry, thirsty, breakfast, dinner, coffee, sandwich. Repeat them one by one, letting your pronunciation flow naturally. Now, let's go deeper into conversations about cooking and recipes. You can say, "I'm learning to cook new dishes. I followed a recipe I found online. It didn't look perfect, but it tasted great. Cooking makes me happy." Repeat those softly with rhythm and clarity. Sometimes people ask, "Can you cook?" You can respond in many ways. A little bit. I can cook simple meals. I'm still learning. Yes, I love cooking. Try repeating each answer naturally, imagining someone really asking you. Let's do one last friendly mini conversation. Friend: "Can you cook?" You: "A little bit. I can make pasta and soup." Friend: "That's great. I can't even fry an egg." You: "Ha ha, you should try. It's easier than you think." Repeat it softly with a smile in your tone. Food conversation also gives you chances to talk about plans and preferences naturally. You can say, "Let's cook together. We should try that new restaurant. Next time, I'll make dessert. Let's have dinner at my place." Practice them now one by one, adding warmth and friendliness. When you talk about food, try to notice the little words that make your English sound natural. Words like a bit, kind of, really, so, just to. For example, "It's a bit spicy." "It's kind of sweet." "It's really good." "It's so fresh." "It's just perfect." "It's too salty." Repeat these softly, listening to the rhythm of each phrase. You can even combine them. "It's a bit too spicy for me." It's really good, but kind of heavy. It's so delicious, I can't stop eating. Practice them now. Food is everywhere in our daily lives. Every meal, every conversation, every small moment with family or friends. And every one of those moments is a chance to practice your English naturally without pressure. Let's end this part with a short reflection and shadowing practice. Close your eyes for a moment. Think of your favorite meal. Now, describe it softly in English. I love this dish. It's warm, flavorful, and comforting. It makes me feel happy every time I eat it. The smell reminds me of home, and the taste is always perfect. Repeat it once more, slowly, letting each pause feel natural and real. Every time you talk about food, what you love, what you eat, or what you cook, you're not just practicing English. You're practicing connection, gratitude, and joy. Take a deep breath, smile gently, and get ready for the next part, where we'll explore even more real-life food expressions and conversation examples you can use anywhere in the world. When we talk about food, we're not just describing what we eat. We're describing our way of life. Our habits, our culture, our comfort. Food is part of how we start our mornings, how we end our days, and how we celebrate in between. So when you learn to talk about food in English, you learn how to connect your daily life with your words in a natural, human way. Let's begin today by talking about breakfast. The first meal of the day. You can say, I usually have breakfast around 8. I eat something light like fruit or toast. Sometimes I skip breakfast if I'm in a hurry. On weekends, I make pancakes and coffee. Try repeating each of those sentences softly after me. I usually have breakfast around 8. I eat something light, like fruit or toast. Sometimes I skip breakfast if I'm in a hurry. On weekends, I make pancakes and coffee. Breakfast conversations are very common in English. People often ask, "What did you have for breakfast?" Or, "Do you eat breakfast every day?" You can answer naturally, "I had eggs and toast." Just coffee today. I usually eat cereal. Not really. I'm not a breakfast person. Let's practice that as a quick role play. A. Did you eat breakfast? B. Yes, I had eggs and toast. A. That sounds nice. I just had coffee. Repeat this softly, focusing on tone and rhythm. Now let's move on to lunch. The meal in the middle of the day. You can say, I usually eat lunch at work. Lunch is quick for me. Sometimes I pack my lunch. I often eat with my colleagues. We usually go to a small cafe nearby. Repeat those lines slowly after me. I usually eat lunch at work. Lunch is quick for me. Sometimes I pack my lunch. I often eat with my colleagues. We usually go to a small cafe nearby. Here's a short lunch conversation to practice. A. What did you have for lunch? B. Just a sandwich and coffee. A. That sounds good. I had noodles. B. Nice. I love noodles. Repeat this exchange naturally, imagining it's your own real conversation. Now, let's talk about dinner. The meal that brings everyone together. Dinner is often the most relaxing meal of the day. You can say, "We usually eat dinner together as a family." Dinner is my favorite meal of the day. I like to cook something warm in the evening. Sometimes we order food and watch a movie. Repeat these softly and clearly, one by one. Here's a dinner time conversation for practice. A. What's for dinner tonight? B. I'm making pasta. A. Yum, that sounds delicious. B. You should come over. Repeat that with emotion and a gentle smile in your tone. We also talk about snacks between meals. You might say, I get hungry in the afternoon. I usually eat a snack around 4. My favorite snack is fruit or yogurt. Sometimes I eat chips even when I'm not hungry. Practice those sentences softly and naturally, imagining you're sharing your routine with a friend. Now, let's talk about food emotions. How food can change your mood. You can say, good food makes me happy. I eat chocolate when I'm stressed. A warm meal helps me relax. I love comfort food on rainy days. Repeat these lines slowly after me, connecting each sentence to how you really feel. Here's a quick conversation using emotional food expressions. A. You look tired. Have you eaten? B. Not yet. I think I need something warm. A. Let's order soup. B. That sounds perfect. Repeat this softly, focusing on the flow and feeling behind the words. In English, we often describe food using sensory language, not just how it tastes, but how it looks, smells, and feels. You can say, it smells amazing. It looks delicious. It feels warm and soft. It tastes perfect. Let's repeat them slowly and clearly. It smells amazing. It looks delicious. It feels warm and soft. It tastes perfect. Now, imagine you're describing a beautiful meal to a friend. The food looked beautiful. The colors were bright and fresh. The smell was sweet and comforting. When I took a bite, it was soft, warm, and full of flavor. Repeat that softly, imagining each detail as if it's real. Let's practice talking about food textures too. These are words that describe how something feels in your mouth. Crispy, crunchy, chewy, creamy, smooth, soft, hard, sticky, juicy, and tender. We can say, the fries are crispy, the salad is crunchy, the bread is soft, the chicken is tender, the soup is creamy, the candy is chewy. Repeat each one carefully and naturally. Then make your own sentences about foods you know. Now, let's do a short pronunciation exercise. Focus on clarity and flow. Crispy, crunchy, creamy, juicy, tender. smooth, soft, sticky. Say each one slowly and clearly, then repeat them again with rhythm. Talking about cooking is also part of food conversation. You can describe what you did or what you're planning to make. You might say, I cooked dinner yesterday. I'm making soup tonight. I love baking on weekends. I grilled some chicken for lunch. Repeat these lines and feel the natural movement of the words. We can also use cooking verbs to describe steps. I chopped the vegetables. I boiled the pasta. I mixed everything in a bowl. I baked it for 20 minutes. I added some salt and pepper. Now, say them softly and visualize each action as you speak. If you're learning to cook, you can describe your progress too. I'm learning to cook. I watched a recipe video online. It didn't look perfect, but it tasted great. Next time, I'll try something new. Repeat them naturally and confidently. Food also connects with seasons and weather. You might say, I love hot soup in winter. I drink cold juice in summer. I eat fresh fruit in spring. I enjoy barbecue in the summer evenings. Repeat each one slowly and picture the season as you speak. Now, imagine a conversation about seasonal food. A. It's so cold today. B. I know, I feel like having soup. A. Good idea. Soup is perfect in or winter. Repeat this softly, keeping a warm and relaxed tone. Let's talk about describing food temperature, another simple but useful topic. You can say, the soup is hot. The ice cream is cold. The coffee is warm. The salad is cool and fresh. Repeat each one clearly, focusing on pronunciation of hot, cold, warm, and cool. When food is too hot or too cold, we also use short, natural phrases. Be careful, it's hot. It's too cold for me. Wait, it's still warm. I'll let it cool down. Repeat these softly, imagining a real moment while eating. Let's practice polite ways to offer food to others. These are important in English conversation. Would you like some? Do you want to try it? Here, have some. Please help yourself. There's plenty. Repeat them now with kindness in your tone. When someone offers you food, you can respond politely too. Thank you, I'd love to. Just a little, please. No, thank you, I'm full. It looks great, but maybe later. Let's practice a small polite exchange together. A. Would you like some cake? B. Just a little, please. Thank you. A. Here you go. B. It looks delicious. Repeat it softly and naturally. Now let's talk about how to describe when something doesn't taste good, politely and gently. You can say, it's not really my taste. It's a bit too salty. It's too spicy for me. It's okay. but not my favorite. Repeat these slowly. They help you sound polite while being honest. Let's imagine this scene together. A. Do you like it? B. It's okay, but it's a bit too sweet for me. A. I see. I like sweet food. B. Yeah, it's just personal taste. Repeat that entire conversation with calm, natural tone. Talking about personal taste makes your English feel alive because you're expressing yourself, not just repeating words. Now, let's practice sentences about what you like and don't like. I love spicy food. I really like pasta. I don't like seafood. I'm not a big fan of fast food. I can't eat too much sugar. Repeat them softly after me. When we talk about food habits, we can also use phrases like I try to, I avoid, I'm cutting down on, and I stopped eating. For example, I try to eat more vegetables. I avoid fried food. I'm cutting down on sugar. I stopped eating junk food. Repeat each one carefully. These phrases are very common in everyday English. Now, let's practice with a short, health-focused chat. Do you eat healthy food? B. I try to. I'm cutting down on sugar. A. That's good. I'm avoiding fast food lately. B. Nice. It makes a big difference. Repeat the whole exchange, focusing on natural pronunciation and warmth. Food conversations can also be about traditions and celebrations. You can say, we always cook special food on holidays. My family makes a big meal for birthdays. We have a tradition of eating together on weekends. Food brings us closer. Repeat those softly, imagining a celebration from your own life. And now, one more cozy, friendly practice dialogue. A. What's your favorite holiday food? B. Definitely the special rice we make on New Year's. A. That sounds amazing. B. Yes, it's the taste of home. Repeat it slowly and naturally, feeling the emotion behind every word. Food is not just about flavor. It's about people, laughter, and moments shared together. Every time you describe it in English, you practice expressing warmth, gratitude, and connection. Take a slow, deep breath, smile gently, and know that with every line you repeat, your English fluency grows stronger and more natural. In the next part, we'll continue exploring how to use food as a bridge for conversations, emotions, and everyday storytelling in English. Food is one of those beautiful things that connects every person, no matter where they come from. It's a language everyone speaks. And when you learn to talk about food in English, you learn to share stories, memories, and emotions that go far beyond simple vocabulary. It's about connection, comfort, and understanding. Let's begin this part by imagining a cozy evening with friends. You're sitting together around a table. The smell of food fills the air. Everyone is laughing, sharing stories, and passing plates. You can say, "This looks amazing. Everything smells so good. The food is incredible. I'm so happy to be here." Repeat each sentence slowly after me, with a soft smile in your voice. This looks amazing. Everything smells so good. The food is incredible. I'm so happy to be here. Moments like these make food more than just something to eat. It becomes a memory. You can talk about those moments in English like this. We had dinner together last night. The food was delicious, but the company was even better. We talked for hours. It felt like home. Try saying those sentences softly and slowly now. We had dinner together last night. The food was delicious, but the company was even better. We talked for hours. It felt like home. Sometimes food brings people closer even when words aren't perfect. You can express feelings through small sentences. Try this. It's good. Do you like it? Have some more. You have to taste this. It's my favorite. Repeat those one by one, imagining you're offering food to someone kindly and warmly. Let's do a short natural dialogue together. A. Do you like it? B. Yes, it's delicious. A. I'm glad you like it. It's my favorite dish. B. It's amazing. You have to give me the recipe. Repeat that exchange naturally, letting it feel friendly and relaxed. Now, let's talk about recipes and sharing how to make things. In English, we can say, "It's easy to make." You just need a few ingredients. First, you chop the vegetables. Then you add salt and pepper. Finally, you cook it for 10 minutes. Try repeating those slowly, imagining you're explaining your favorite recipe to a friend. Here's a simple example you can practice aloud. I like making tomato soup. First, I chop tomatoes and onions. Then I fry them in a little oil. I add water, salt, and herbs. After that, I let it simmer for a few minutes. Finally, I blend it until it's smooth. It's simple and so tasty. Say this softly and clearly, step by step, with natural pauses between each sentence. When talking about cooking, you can also describe how it feels. I feel calm when I cook. Cooking helps me relax. It makes me happy to prepare food for others. I enjoy the smell of food cooking slowly. Repeat these slowly and let each one carry warmth. Sometimes cooking can also be funny or messy, and those moments are great for natural English practice too. You can say, I tried baking bread, but it didn't rise. I made too much food. I forgot to add sugar. It looked terrible, but it tasted good. Repeat those softly and clearly. They sound just like everyday English conversations. Let's practice a small, funny kitchen story together. A. How was your dinner? B. It was okay. I burned the rice again. A. Oh no, what happened? B. I got distracted watching TV. A. That happens to me all the time. Repeat it slowly. Smile while you say it. It's meant to sound casual and friendly. Food also gives you a chance to describe time. For example, when you last ate something or when you plan to eat next. You can say, I had breakfast at 8. I haven't eaten yet. I'm going to have lunch soon. We're eating out tonight. Repeat these softly, and naturally, imagining real moments from your day. Now, let's practice polite ways to ask or talk about food in social situations. Would you like something to eat? Can I get you a drink? Help yourself. Please take some. Do you want more? No, thank you. I'm full. Just a little, please. Repeat those sentences one by one with gentle rhythm. You can imagine a dinner table and practice like this. Would you like some more pasta? B. Just a little, please. A. Here you go. B. Thank you, it's delicious. Repeat it softly and naturally, as if you were sitting at that table. Let's talk about describing your appetite, how hungry or full you are. You can say, I'm starving. I'm really hungry. I could eat anything right now. I'm a bit hungry. I'm full. I'm stuffed. Now repeat them slowly after me. I'm starving. I'm really hungry. I could eat anything right now. I'm a bit hungry. I'm full. I'm stuffed. If you want to talk about what you're in the mood for, you can say, I feel like pizza tonight. I'm craving something sweet. I don't feel like eating much. I want something light. Practice those now, adding emotion and natural tone. Let's imagine another short conversation. A. What do you feel like eating? B. Maybe pizza or pasta. A. Good idea. I'm craving something cheesy. B. Let's order some. Repeat it softly with friendly rhythm. When we talk about food, we often describe likes and dislikes in more detail. You can say, I like spicy food. I love sweet desserts. I don't like sour flavors. I'm not a big fan of seafood. I can't eat anything too oily. Repeat those lines softly, thinking about your real preferences. Sometimes we talk about trying new things. You can say, I tried sushi for the first time. It was better than I expected. I didn't think I'd like it, but I did. I want to try more new dishes. Let's repeat those together now. I tried sushi for the first time. It was better than I expected. I didn't think I'd like it, but I did. I want to try more new dishes. Now, let's move to some common expressions people use when eating out in English. At restaurants, you can say, "Could I see the menu, please?" "I'll have the pasta." "Can I get some water, please?" "That will be all, thank you." "Could we have the check, please?" Repeat those softly after me, with clear pronunciation. Here's a short restaurant scene to practice. Waiter, are you ready to order? You. Yes, I'll have the grilled chicken and a salad, please. Waiter, would you like anything to drink? You. Just water, thank you. Waiter, sure, I'll bring that right away. Now repeat the entire scene naturally and calmly. When you finish your meal, you can use polite expressions like, "That was great." "Everything was perfect." "Thank you, it was delicious." "The food was amazing." Repeat these slowly, letting your tone sound polite and satisfied. Sometimes you might want to leave feedback at a restaurant, positive or negative, and English offers many polite ways to do it. Positive examples. The food was excellent. The service was great. We really enjoyed everything. Polite negative examples. The food was a bit cold. It was a little too salty. The service was a bit slow. Repeat both types softly. Practice both because they're useful in real life. Let's do another mini practice dialogue. A. How was the restaurant? B. It was nice. The food was great, but the service was a bit slow. A. I see. Why? Did you go back again? B. Yes, definitely. The food was worth it. Repeat this exchange naturally, keeping your tone relaxed and conversational. Talking about food can also help you practice comparing things, like, I prefer coffee to tea. I like spicy food more than sweet food. Dinner is my favorite meal. I think homemade food is better than fast food. Now repeat them one by one, softly and naturally. We can also use expressions like depends on or it depends to sound more fluent. It depends on my mood. Sometimes I like sweet things, sometimes spicy. It depends on the weather. Repeat those naturally with a gentle rhythm. You can even combine comparison and emotion. I like eating out, but I love cooking at home. I prefer tea when it's cold outside. I enjoy desserts, but I try not to eat them too often. Say these softly, as if you're talking about your own daily life. Let's now practice a short story you can use for shadowing. Last weekend, I met my friends for dinner. We went to a new restaurant that just opened near my house. The food was amazing. I ordered grilled fish and it was tender and flavorful. The atmosphere was calm and we talked for hours. At the end, we shared a chocolate dessert and it was the best part of the night. Repeat this story slowly. Feel each word and emotion as if you're remembering it yourself. Every time you tell a small story like this, you're not only practicing English, you're practicing confidence because you're expressing real feelings and real experiences. So take a slow, deep breath, smile softly, and get ready to keep practicing even more natural daily life conversations about food, emotion, and connection in the next part. Food is more than something we eat. It's something we share, something we remember, something that connects us even when words are few. When you talk about food in English, you aren't just describing taste. You're describing life itself. The quiet mornings, the busy afternoons, the joyful evenings filled with laughter. Let's start this final part by talking about food and emotions. How they dance together every day. You can say, food makes me happy. I feel relaxed when I eat with my family. Cooking helps me unwind. A warm meal can change my mood. Good food brings good energy. Repeat these slowly and softly after me. Feel the rhythm in each phrase and imagine yourself saying them in real life. Sometimes we eat to celebrate. Birthdays, weddings, holidays, small victories, or even just a good day. You can say, we celebrated with a nice dinner. We baked a cake for the party. We shared a meal with friends. We made traditional food for the holiday. Try saying each line as if you're remembering something joyful. You can also talk about family traditions through food. My family always eats together on Sundays. We have a special dish we make during holidays. My mom's cooking is the best. Every meal at home feels special. Repeat these gently and let the words feel warm and familiar. Now imagine describing a moment around the dinner table. Everyone was laughing. The food was simple, but the feeling was perfect. The smell filled the room, and every bite tasted like home. Say it slowly. Let each word carry emotion. When you talk about food, it's also a chance to describe love and care. You can say, I cooked this for you. I hope you like it. It's made with love. I wanted to make something special. Repeat those sentences softly after me. I cooked this for you. I hope you like it. It's made with love. I wanted to make something special. Now, let's move into describing cultural dishes. One of the most beautiful ways to talk about food in English. You can say, this is a traditional dish from my country. It's made with rice, spices, and vegetables. It's usually eaten during festivals. Everyone in my family loves it. Repeat each line slowly and clearly. Then think of your own version, your own food that tells a story of where you come from. Here's a small story you can shadow for practice. In my hometown, there's a special soup we make when the weather gets cold. It's made with chicken, rice, and herbs. The smell fills the whole house, and everyone sits together while it cooks. It reminds me of my childhood and the people I love. Repeat this softly, imagining the warmth and comfort of that memory. Talking about food in English also means learning how to express gratitude. You can say, "Thank you for the meal. It was wonderful. I really enjoyed it. Everything was perfect." And if someone thanks you for cooking, you can say, "I'm glad you liked it. That means a lot. I love cooking for others." Let's practice those phrases softly together, one by one. Sometimes we don't just talk about what we eat. We talk about what food means to us. You can say, "Food brings people together." A meal can create memories. Cooking is my way of showing love. Sharing food makes me happy. Repeat each of those slowly, letting them sound peaceful and true. Now imagine a friend visiting your home for dinner. A. "This is so good. What's in it?" B. "Just some simple ingredients: rice, chicken, and vegetables." A. "It's amazing. You should open a restaurant." B. "Thank you. I'm just happy you like it." Repeat that conversation naturally with soft tone and gentle rhythm. Food can also be part of talking about health and balance. You can say, "I'm trying to eat healthy. I drink a lot of water every day. I eat fruits and vegetables. I avoid fried food. I try not to eat too much sugar." Now repeat those calmly, imagining you're sharing your daily habits with a friend. And you can describe changes too. "I used to eat fast food, but now I cook more at home. I'm learning to eat smaller portions. I stopped drinking soda. I feel better when I eat fresh food." Repeat those one by one with a calm voice and gentle confidence. Now, let's practice how to talk about food when traveling, because food is a beautiful part of every travel experience. You can say, "I love trying local food when I travel. Street food is always the best. I tried something new and it was delicious." Every country has its own unique flavor. Repeat each of those slowly, letting your voice sound curious and open. Imagine this little travel story you can shadow. "When I visited another country, I tried their street food for the first time. The smell was so strong and interesting. At first, I wasn't sure if I would like it, but when I tasted it, it was amazing. I loved how different it was from the food back home." Say it slowly, imagining yourself walking through a busy food market somewhere far away. Talking about food can also be a great way to make friends when traveling or studying abroad. You can ask questions like, "What's your favorite food here? Where do you usually eat? Can you recommend a restaurant? What should I try?" Practice these questions now. "What's your favorite food here? Where do you usually eat? Can you recommend a restaurant? What should I try?" When someone asks you those same questions, you can respond easily. "I love the local food. I usually eat at small restaurants. You should try the noodles. There's a great cafe near my place." Repeat those softly, one by one. Food is also something we talk about online. We share photos, recipes, and reviews. You can say, "This looks so good. I made this today. My lunch was amazing. I can't stop thinking about this dessert." Repeat these phrases like you're sharing them in a friendly post or conversation. Now let's do a small practice about food compliments and reactions. Something you'll hear every day in English. A. This is delicious. B. I'm happy you like it. A. Did you make it yourself? B. Yes, it's my favorite recipe. A. You're such a good cook. B. Thank you, that means a lot. Repeat that entire dialogue slowly and naturally. Let's take a moment to review some gentle, useful adjectives that describe food. Flavorful, fresh, rich, light, smoky, tangy, creamy, juicy, spicy, crunchy, soft, and sweet. Now use them to make your own descriptions aloud. The soup is rich and flavorful. The salad is fresh and light. The meat is smoky and juicy. The cake is soft and sweet. Repeat them again and notice how alive your English sounds when you use describing words like these. Now, let's imagine a calm evening scene. You're at home and you've just finished cooking dinner. The smell is warm, the light is soft, and the food looks beautiful on the table. You can say, "I love this moment. Everything smells so good. It's peaceful here. I'm proud of what I made. Good food makes everything better." Repeat these softly, letting your voice sound slow and thoughtful. Talking about food in English isn't just practice. It's self-expression. You're telling the story of who you are, of what makes you feel safe, happy, or loved. You might say, "Food reminds me of my home. It connects me to people I care about. Every meal is a new memory. Sharing food is sharing love." Repeat them slowly, letting every word feel warm and human. Let's do one last reflection and exercise together. This time, I'll guide you slowly. Close your eyes for a moment and imagine your favorite meal. Maybe it's something you make yourself or something someone you love cooks for you. Picture the colors, the smell, the taste, the people around you. Now softly describe it in English. My favorite meal is simple, but it makes me happy. I love the smell, the taste, the warmth. It reminds me of love, family, and peace. Repeat it once more, but this time, imagine you're sharing it with someone who truly wants to know about your life. That's the real magic of learning English through food. It's not about being perfect, it's about being real. You can practice this anytime. Describe what you eat, what you cook, what you love, or even what you dream about tasting one day. Every word you say becomes more natural, more confident, more alive. So the next time you sit down for a meal, try whispering to yourself in English, "This looks good. It smells amazing. I love this flavor. I feel happy right now. These small sentences are your daily English practice. Soft, real, and full of meaning. Take one more slow, deep breath. Smile gently, and remember, learning English isn't just about grammar or vocabulary. It's about living it, feeling it. One small word, one small bite, one small moment at a time. Thank you for spending this time with me today, for speaking, listening, and imagining together. Keep practicing with love, patience, and curiosity, because your English, just like your favorite food, gets better when you enjoy it. So until next time, eat well, stay kind, and keep speaking English with warmth and confidence. See you soon, English learners. And remember, every meal is a story, and every story is a chance to practice your beautiful English.